Yes. And we are going live as well on Facebook. So that's amazing.
Hello, hello.
Oh,
We've got
preparing.
Bernadette here.
Yay, hello. That's so awesome to see you guys. Oh my gosh, Bernadette, how are you? Hey, Bernadette. That's awesome. Maybe in the chat that you guys can start putting in where you're zooming in from and what you do. And so we get a feel of who we have in the room, and we can have a little bit network while we're getting ready. There is still 3 minutes to go. We'll allow people to come in and hold this space and sending you all love for this amazing 2024. So Nashville, I see you. Oh, let me bring on the chat. Oh my gosh. Christine from Nashville, thank you. And Camille from Seattle. Yay! Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Oh,
That's
you're
so
still
cool.
at work, Camille. Oh my gosh, that's thanks, sending you lots of love for your commitments. Even you are at work on the 3rd of January and you still showing up for our to create a new year, new life, rather than living the same life over and over again, year after year. And I really wanted to appreciate your commitment for showing up. And I'm getting super, super excited. And I promise I will, as always, over deliver. And I just need to be conscious of the time because Rand told me that I always over deliver.
That's so fun. We're both in that thing. Like we could probably go on for 12 hours without a break and have so much fun, right?
That is so true. So, oh, hi, Aiden from New Zealand. Happy New Year. And so, oh, hey, Rose from Western Australia has been traveling and enjoy beautiful countries. I know you've been traveling for how long? How long you been traveling? Like I just wanted to share. I think I'm going to share Rose's story as well. But I will wait to when I get into the presentation. She was one of our Thinking into Result program students, and she 4 times the income in just 2 months, and she achieved one of her dreams to travel across Australia in a Gipsy style with a satellite dish, and that is so amazing. I'm super proud of her, and so we'll talk a lot more about her stories and her inspiring stories. Hi, Genevieve, how are you? Oh
Hi,
my god.
Genevieve.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Amazing, amazing. And Ada, New Zealand, haven't seen you before, so tell us what you do in the chat as well, please. Let's get to
Yeah.
know each other. Bernadette, where are you? Where are you? What do you do, Bernadette? Put in the chat so we get to know you. So Lori, and what do you do? Oh my gosh, people start to coming in. That is so amazing. And thank you so much. And maybe put in what did you do for Christmas and New Year? And also probably put in also what's your intention for 2024? So we wanted to make 2024 an amazing success. And what is your intention for 2024?
Oh my gosh. Well, I can just share my word. That's what one of our things was. Just choose a word. So mine is prosperity. And I'm like, oh, it's such an inspiring word. And I'm like, and my goal is that everyone who comes in contact with me gets rubbed off some of that prosperity. So that's my word for 2024.
I
Who
love
wants to
that.
pop star?
And so Aiden, lifelong entrepreneurs, is that mechanics, yoga teacher, massage, is that massage business? And intention for 2024 to be epic coach and mentor for others and myself. Oh, that's so amazing. Let's hold that for you. Thank you for sharing, Aiden. And Genevieve, you're from Canada. Oh, the chat is rolling, and I'm a confident and visibility mentor, speakers, amazing. Your intention for 2024 is to set up structure for growth in your business. Amazing. I love that growth. Thank you so much, Jenny, for sharing that. We hold it for you. And Christine, oh, I handle business relations for Christian radio station. Oh, I love radio station. They just get so much value. That's so amazing. And I have also a CASA volunteer for children. Oh, for of negligence and abuse. Oh my gosh, that's my hearts go out to the work that you do. That's so amazing for you, what you do. Yes. What's your intention? What's your intention for 2024? And Rose, oh my gosh, your son is off to live in Indo this year. Oh my gosh, your grandson is off to London. Oh my gosh, you can have so many good excuses to travel all around the world. I love that. Family, that's important. And Lori, your 2024 goal is to gain clarity on your work life and to dedicate what you really wanted to do. I would love to know more about what you actually love. And so, yes, we always say we would love what we want to do, but what do we actually want? Because we only have one life to live. And so amazing. Hi, Ing, how are you? Thank you for joining. Happy New Year. Is it Andrea? Thank you so much for joining. And Saba, Isabella. Oh my gosh, Rita. Oh my gosh, so many people coming in and sending you so much love. If you thank you so much. Yes. Hey, Bak. How are you? Good to see you here as well. Amazing, amazing people. And thank you so much for your dedication for making 2024 a fantastic one. And so, yeah, so I will probably get started sharing my screen. So if you haven't put your intention for 2024 in the chat yet, please do so. I love to know what's your intention for 2024. And I love to know what you actually do and how we can how we can help you. All right, so let's do screen share for I will, or probably before I go on screen share, I would let Ren to introduce herself as well, and so that we get to know each other.
That is perfect. And I am so excited to be here with our New Year, New Life Challenge. Alex and I actually hosted this a year ago, and the intention was to have a fantastic quantum leap in your business. And we both did that, didn't we, Alex? We even got to meet in real life in San Diego and hang out at the San Diego Zoo together. And it was like all of these amazing dreams. And so, both for ourselves and the clients that we worked with over the past year, it's just been a phenomenal year. And we're like, we have to be doing this again for 2024 because we had these results. So, do we want to not have these results for 2024? No, we want to keep up our momentum. And if we had this great of a 2023, only imagine what's coming in 2024. So what part of our things are is Bob Proctor and Alex have so much amazingness and wisdom. And then what I bring in is the technology part of running our business. Because as one of my mentors loves to say, that we might have all of these amazing dreams and we think that we rise to our dreams, we really fall to our systems. It can be our mental systems, or it can be our tech and business systems. And that's where Alex and I come together to make this amazing thing where we can use our mindset, overcome the procrastination. And as I share these tech tips with you, you can rocket your business and really have the look and the momentum that you're going for 2024.
That's amazing. I was just typing in something. So yes, I love that. And thank you so much for, coming on and sharing this message across and create Quantum Leap. It's really what's been my specialties, and also helping people to create the quantum leaps in their business and life. And for those who don't know me yet, my name is Alex Quinn, and I am a certified Proctor Gallagher consultant. I deliver and facilitate a range of Bob Proctor's amazing coaching programs. And I'm also a Business Made Simple certified coach. I help business owners to create quantum leaps in their businesses. And because we only got one life to live, and our time on this planet is very limited, and we wanted to create more so that you can enjoy more, and also you can make greater impact, and so that in this short amount of time that we are on this planet Earth. And so without further ado, I will actually share my screens, and let's go straight into what we wanted to do, what our contents for today, because our time is priceless, and I want to over deliver and give you so much value in this. And we have, oh, thank you so much. I have, look at that, Allison's from UK. Thank you so much for making, oh my God. So I'm super excited for you guys to be here. That's amazing. And so, so here it is. I'm certified PGI consultant and Business Made Simple coach, and that is originated from Donald Miller, who is he grew his business from only I think $250,000 to $27 million within 4 years. And so that is the quantum leaps I want you guys to have as well, because from abundance, you scoop abundance and still abundance remain. So it's a lot of time, it's we putting ourselves on the limitation of how much abundance you can allow in. And that's why I'm dedicating this to help you guys to understand from abundance, scoop abundance, and you still have abundance remain. It's what our limitation in our mind that limits the abundance that we allow in. And I wanted to expand that in these 2 days to help you to understand there are so much abundance, and there's so much more that you can receive and you can also give. And so so today, and I help business owners to stuck in, working. You guys are working way too hard to improve your results without changing the way that you think. And that is why it's so important that we rewire our thinking. Once we rewire our thinking, everything will start to flow in and out. And so Bob Proctor, he's my amazing mentor, and I have the privilege to deliver and facilitate his coaching programs. And he's an amazing self-made multi-billionaire. He's global renowned master of human potential. He's been studying human potential for over 60 years. He has helped millions of people all around the world to improve the quality of their lives. And if you haven't watched the movie The Secret and the Think and Grow Rich, please do yourself a favor, watch that movie. And if you already watch it, you know it, and you will definitely love it. Well, so I wanted to share some stories, and Rose, she saw your picture here, and she's actually on this call today, and she had lots of fun building partnership businesses, but she didn't make much money at that time, and ended up she had to go back to workplace and stuck in a toxic work environment for over 10 years. And when she came to me, she's already, what, I love how she said it. She said, I know I need to do something different, but I don't know what. I know what you have, it's going to help me. At the time, she said she invests in the full program, and she said, this is my birthday present for my 70th birthday. And I was just like, oh my gosh, it's so sweet to give yourself a gift of growth for your own birthday. That is so amazing, right? And so she manifested a contract worth of $167,000 within 2 weeks time frame from the beginning to the end. Like, that was just happened magically. Hello, Rose. I wanted to celebrate you. And she did an interview in our Dream Warriors family, in our Facebook group as well. And if you haven't seen that, that interview, please go back to watch that interview with Rose. And she's consistently turning her monthly income into weekly incomes, and like, and then working only 4 hours a day. I remember it was like last year Christmas time, and she was like, oh my gosh, I'm consistently earning this amount of money, and I'm just like having more at the beach, having more time with families, and all of this money coming through, and it was just so effortlessly. And I remember how she shared it. I was like, at that time she was only 2 months into our programs, and I was just, oh my god, it works. When you work with it, it works 100% of the times, right? Rose, would you like to get unmute? I know I put you on the spot. I haven't prepped her before. I guarantee you guys, we were just on the spot. I saw her. I didn't know she's coming on to today's workshop, and if we can help her to get her unmute, that would be awesome. Let me see if I can get her unmute. But well, yes, please, Rose.
Well, I have had an amazing 12 months or 18 months, 2 years. In fact, I've had an amazing life, really. I'm very proud of my achievements, and I'm very proud to be part of this community. And Alex is just amazing. She gave me a lot of confidence to take the additional steps to make my dreams come true. I've got to be honest and say I've had some setbacks, and I've had some challenges, and those challenges were easier to overcome simply because of the work of Bob Proctor and Alex and the group of amazing people that are part of the Dream Warrior community. I've overcome and I've reset, and this is why I'm here today, because I wanted to reconnect after having a wonderful time traveling and looking at different cultures. Our country is amazing, and while I've seen so much of the world, I haven't seen so much of my own country. So that has been a joy to be able to have my mobile office wherever I go, thanks to Starlink. And I want to continue doing that. I've learned lots of new things. I've pushed my boundaries. I even baked a cake, which I've never done in my life. But I've got my vegetable garden up and running again. I've got my health plan in place. I want to redo my business plan because I'd like to spend more of time and energy that I have with some of the charities that I support, particularly Destiny Rescue, which rescues children from slavery, prostitution, and also Water Aid, because they provide water to some of the places in the world that don't have it as fortunate as we do.
Absolutely.
So, and I also want to be able to start a blog with some of the things that I do every day, just to share it with others, because I have the confidence now to be able to know I have got something to give. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing. That's so amazing. Just to give everyone a little bit context of the dreams that Rose managed to achieve during that the time with us at the Thinking the Result programs, right? And so what she did, she achieved, one of her dream is to write and publish her book. And that was her childhood dreams, that always been wanting to write a book and publish the book. And she started to do that with the extra money that she earned and with extra time that she had. And then she also, second dream is like, you wanted to travel across Australia, for a whole year. And you managed to bring everything online at age of 69. There's still overcoming all the technology challenges, and you bring everything online and install a satellite dish on your mobile home, and she in the last 18 months, she's been traveling across Australia with her husband. And that is one of her dream as well. And also, I remember last time I interviewed you, you had, your son ask you to help him to set up a e-commerce businesses. And so having your son to come and ask you to help and to set up a business together, that is just priceless. And so these are the just name very few of those dreams that Rose being able to achieve. And that's why, guys, I really want you to take this on board. Doesn't really matter where you are at in your business journey. You gotta dream big. You gotta dream big so you can achieve high, and just don't let this limitation hold you back. So thank you so much, Rose, for sharing that. Appreciate you so much. And so we also have Janu, and he was made redundant after 11 years working for a company, and he felt completely lost of life directions, and he was depressed. And so he also had this impatient anger, and within him, when he been made redundant, he felt so resentful of felt resentful of the company who made him redundant. But when he came to me, he didn't know what he wanted to do, and he was completely depressed. And the first thing he came to me, he was like, I just want to do something different. Here it is, like it's a voice to you when when there's a impulse in you that say, I want something different. That is the message the infinite is sending to you, that you gotta change. And the problem is, a lot of people, they just stuck. They are let the fears holding them back. I can't do that. I've never done that before. There's so many challenges. How am I going to handle that? All that are just the fears in our mind. And once we learn how to manage our mind and direct our mind to what we truly, truly want, you got to set goals. You got to set big goals, the goal that excite you and that bring out life in you. And that is the message to you. If you are here, it's not by default. It's not by chance, it's by design, because part of you saying, I wanted to grow, I wanted to be better, I wanted to make that quantum leaps. Why? It's not just everybody else can do it. I can do it too. And so that is the message to you. That's why you are showing up here today on the 3rd of January. Like everyone was on holiday, everyone was playing around, enjoying, but you are carving up this time to dedicate it to your own growth. So I want to celebrate you all for being here, And Janu, he started his own business 3 weeks into our program. He attracted amazing business partner effortlessly, even though he had no clue when he came to me what he wanted to do. He didn't even have a business ideas. So it doesn't really matter where you are at this moment. You can make it happen, right? And he signed a contract worth of $109,000 within 4 weeks. Everything just fall into place effortlessly. And that is so amazing. There's so many more stories I wanted to share with you, but we are here to create your new year and your new life. And so what is your goal for 2024? Put in the chat for me so that I know what's your goal for 2024. We have intention for 2024. That is very important. But we also need to put our attention on the goal that we wanted to achieve in 2024. So it's very important that you have a goal in mind. And here I just want to share some top goal setting mistakes, right? You think too small. Most people think too small. Some people just not grouping or chunking them down. Like you gotta have a Mount Everest is your big goal, but then you gotta have a base camp 1, base camp 2, and base camp 3 goal, and so that help you to move you through. If you have a big goal, then you might be your paradigm might be goes, oh my gosh, that is so big, and then your paradigm start to shut down. So that's why we also help our clients to chunk it down into smaller pieces so that you can actually see and your paradigm can actually see how you can get there. And so here is another problem. It's like most people set too vague a goal. They set the goal too vague, and they're not setting a deadline. I know Ren has something to say about this deadline that she's when she's in our programs. But you gotta have a deadline because that creates urgency. Why now? Why you need to do it today? Why you need to do it 2024? Because we have urgency. We created a deadline for ourselves. It's not to pressure you, but it's actually to push you beyond your limits. And there's so many more. I'm not going to go through each and every one of them. And so one of the other ones is not confident enough, like Rose mentioned about it. Now she understands these mental tools and she can use it and boost her confidence when she come across challenges and obstacles, because our life is not going to be a smooth journey. We will come across challenges, we will come across obstacles, but it's about our mindset, our attitude towards those challenges, and that will impact the confidence. And so so also, like, some people want to control everything, and one of the big things that we help our clients to learn is letting go. Let go of your control of how things need to happen and what needs to happen. But it's actually allowing things to happen, allowing the flow, allowing the ease to come into your life. And all that, I'm going to go through that. But so here in our Proctor Gallagher Institute, we help our clients to set big goals. And we have 3 different types of goals. One is called A-type goals, that you know how to do it already. And the second type of goal is called B-type goal, is like you think you can do it. So for example, the slides keep going, but anyway, the A-type goal, if you are earning last year, already earning $150,000 a year, and this year you say, I want to keep the same, and that is no growth attached in the B-type goal, right? And in the A-type goal. In the B-type goal is you think you can do it. So you settle for what you think you can. Here is the limitation you think you can, right? So for example, you wanted to buy that house at the beach and you work out a beautiful plan. You say, if I can close this deal, then I will be able to get that promotion. And when I get that promotion, I get the amount of money, then I can buy that house on the beach. And so that is what you think. You work out beautiful plan. If any part of the plan that fall out of place, then you would think, oh, let's forget it. It's not worth it. Let's forget about it. And so that is what you think you can. But here at Proctor Gallagher Institute, we encourage our clients to set C-type goals. And what do you really want to do? Because understand this, we only have one life to live. We have only one life to live. And there's no trial run. This is it. And what do you really want to achieve in this lifetime? So that's why when I asked that question, Rose said, I wanted to write a book. I've been wanting it since my childhood. And if I can achieve that, that would be so amazing, right? And so you really need to go back to who you are and what do you really want. Have that dialogue with yourself. What do I really want? And so don't settle. It's like, because this is all I know. This is risk management. This is all I know. This is what I can do. Don't limit yourself. You can be an author. You can write a book. Be really believing in yourself. So I'm super proud of Rose, and thank you so much, Rose, for sharing that story. And so, and Bob Proctor said, in any business, it's only about 5% is the strategy. You can't go without it. I'm not saying it's not important. It's important that you know the strategy and how do you use it and what to do with the resources that you have, right? But also 95% is about your mindset. It's about your attitude towards the challenges, the attitude that you have in your businesses. So that is super important. And so our conscious mind is, research has shown only 2 to 4% of our days are conscious, and 96 to 98% of our day are subconscious. And you know what? 95% of the thought that we've been thinking today are the exact same thought that we have been thinking about it yesterday. And tomorrow come along, you're going to repeat the same pattern. 95% of your thoughts are the exact same thing that you've been thinking about today. And if you do the same thing over and over again, what result you're going to get? The same result over and over again. So that is why, that is insanities, right? Albert Einstein said we cannot solve our problem with the same thinking that we use to create those problems at the first place. We gotta change the source, which is your thinking, right? So that's why it's so important to understand your mind. So let's have a look at our mind and our paradigms. And I'm going to share with you a image. It's called stick person, right? It's a very simple image, but up until 1934, the whole world was so, it's just no one had actually pictured the mind. So when I say, how does a mind look like? How does the mind look like? Are you thinking about, put in the chat for me, what's your mind look like? Do you have a picture of the mind? Understand our mind actually thinking pictures. When I say a car, the image coming to your mind is not CAR. It's actually an image of a car. So our mind actually think in pictures. Ren say it's brain, right? Brain. So you relate to brain. Genevieve is saying brain, but actually not. Brain is actually a physical, in our physical body, in physical world, and our mind is actually an activity. It's not a thing. No one have ever seen the mind. So in order to gain clarity and eliminate confusion, why confusion? Because when our mind cannot put an image to what we're talking about, it confused. Our mind just confused because there's no image showing up. And that's why in the psychology world, prior to 1934, it was so chaotic because no one have ever put an image to our mind. And when we talk about the mind, and people just got confused, right? And so in 1934, Dr. Thurman Fleet, he created this image that I'm going to share with you, and so that we can put a picture to the mind. And Bob Proctor has ever been teaching this image since then. Well, since early, like probably, not since 1934, but since he learned about this image. So this is the top, the big circle represents your mind, and this small circle represents your body. And in your mind is activity. It's actually flow through in every single cell of your body. At a conscious level, there's a conscious mind, and there's a subconscious mind. And these are the two parts of that. And so, well, because psychology and psychiatry, they probably think, yes, probably there's more than just conscious mind and subconscious, but let's just focus on these two parts that relevant to us today. So that's the conscious mind and subconscious mind. We live in a physical body. And our conscious mind is our thinking mind. It's our educated mind. It's where our intellectual faculties reside. So what are the 6 intellectual faculties? We have reason, memory, imagination, intuition, will, and perception. So there's 6 intellectual faculties that we can tap into, and these are the God-given gift to us as a human being than to those animal kingdoms that distinguish us as a human being. And that are the intellectual faculties reside in our conscious mind that we can tap into at any point in time. And that is also the part that we help our clients to develop, to strengthen their wills, to strengthen their imagination, to tap into their intuition, to utilize the perception to their advantage, the wills, and create future memories and all that. And our subconscious mind is our emotional mind. It's, understand this, emotion is where your feelings are. And you got to communicate from your conscious to your subconscious. And that's why we help our clients to create images using our consciousness and teaching them how to impress that into their subconscious mind. So their subconscious mind is so powerful. It holds 98% of our potential in there. Once you be able to flip and turn things into the subconscious mind, you start emotionally feel it, it will bring across to you. And also understand our subconscious mind, it has ability to choose, accept, or reject. It has no ability to, but our and it also has the ability to originate ideas. So you can choose if these ideas, I like it or I don't like it. And if you like it, you can choose to accept it, or you can choose to reject it if you don't like it. And that is the major difference you got to understand. A lot of people, they just accept everything, accept the negative news, accept whatever going on in the world, the recessions, the economy is going bad, whatever the news is telling you. Is that would that help you to create a business that you want? If it's not going to help you, you have the ability to reject the ideas. Don't let others to control your mind. Allow yourself to consciously produce the result that you want, to consciously think the thoughts that you want to think. It can also help you to originate ideas. For example, a lot of you come here today, you may, if you tune into this vibration, you tune into this group of people, you are absorbing what you're learning today, some amazing ideas may come to you because you have only one life to live. And what do you really want to create in this one life? And that, when you ask that question, there's answers. The answers there's already exist in this quantum field. But when you tune in with your mind, then it is the time that you receive these ideas. When you action on those ideas with that, overcoming your fears, then it's you create momentums. And that's what we want it for you in these 2 days. Attract the ideas that you want, and then have that courage to action on those ideas. And then you can move into 2024 with greater momentums. And understand this, our subconscious mind must accept, and it has no ability to reject. Whatever, you got to be very consciously what you're planting into your subconscious mind. For those people who didn't understand that they have the ability to reject ideas, they just allow the negative news to impact their subconscious mind. And that will do exactly what you put in your subconscious. So, for example, those people say, oh, there's a war and there's a recession. Oh, my business is going to go bad because of this. What's going to happen? You're planting that seed in your subconscious, and your subconscious has no ability to reject that. What's going to bring forth to you? Recessions. And that your thought become things. We are here to help our clients and help you guys to reject those ideas and plant in what you truly want to create in this life. And what do you truly want? What do you really want? That's why I ask you to put your intention, put your goals into our chats, right? So that you then start to accept that I can. I have all resources. I'm resourceful enough to find out how to do these things. And then you plan that into your subconscious, and your subconscious mind is so powerful, it'll bring forth everything that you need. And that's how Rose 4 times of income in just 2 months time, right? Because she believed in herself and she shifted her mindset and she started to take brave actions. And that's what is possible for you guys too, right? Now, here's another brain trick that I want you guys to understand. It's our subconscious mind cannot determine the difference between what is real and what is imagined. It just have no ability to do that. And so here is where we can play the mind trick. We teach our clients how to do that. right? So we start to teach our clients to live an imaginary realities. So, oh my gosh, am I going okay with the time? But I think I'm going a little bit too much. I haven't left. I wanted to leave some time for Ren as well. So I will quickly go through this. I probably won't be able to get through the four psychological stages of overcoming fears and procrastination, but I will do it tomorrow. And so I will go through that. And so as I promised you guys, I'll always over deliver. But I also want to give some time for Rens to share her stuff as well. And so today, this is you today. You have a conscious mind and you have a subconscious mind and you live in a physical body. Now, over the times that all the people planted seeds in your consciousness, and well, you know, the radio, well, podcast or news, what other people saying, whatever the social media image coming through, and all we've been bombarded with all this information. And here, remember, we talk about one of the intellectual faculties you have in your conscious mind is the reason. You have the ability to think. That's what reason is. You have the ability to think. Then you can make the conscious choices, whether you allow it in or you reject the ideas. And so now over time, if we not consciously to monitor our thinking, to think the thought that we wanted to think, and we've been bombarded with this information overload, and sometimes you get you thinking fatigue. You get thinking fatigue. Like, for example, sometimes before I get to do this Bob Proctor's work, I was working in corporate. I was so busy, and I'm running a life and running a household, and also do my 9-to-5 job, and also struggling. And sometimes on a Friday night, my husband asked me, "Alex, what would you like for lunch? Oh, what would you love to for dinner?" And I was like, "Oh, don't ask me that question. I can't think anymore. You know, it's Friday afternoon, Friday night. I just want to relax. I don't even want to think, right?" So when we don't put our thinking hat on, we allow everything to go into our subconscious mind. We left our subconscious mind wide open. And that is how you form your paradigm. Everyone else does this. Everyone else have a Friday drinks. Everyone else just, go to, whinge about work. Everyone else, I know, hate their job. They still stay in the job that they hate. There's nothing changes year after year, have the same conversation over and over again. And that is how life is. That's what you can achieve, right? And that's your paradigm, right? That's why so many people stuck. And when we think about how that was created, the paradigm, how was it created at the first place? Let's look at when you were a baby. When you were a baby, your subconscious mind was wide open. Like the children, they're just like a sponge. Whatever you put in there, the subconscious mind just absorb it, right? So when you were a baby, you have you listened, you have your parents, you have your carer, you have a preschool teacher, you have a childcare teacher, you have other parents, other children, the peer pressure, whatever, you allow them to go straight into your subconscious mind. Well, for example, one of the paradigm that I see very often is, oh, look at the love that we have. Like, we don't have much money, but we have all the love in the world. And as if you cannot have both love and the abundance and the money. And also, quite often I will see money is evil. Those rich people are greedy. Look at the bad things they did, right? And then as a child, you start to absorb, you start to develop this paradigm of fear of success, fear of having too much money. For example, for Alex, one of my subconscious programming was, it's unsafe to be seen. was unsafe to be seen because I've been told if you become being seen, and that's all the bad things going to happen to you. You get hacked, you get scammed, you get all this. And that's exactly what happened in the last 2 years. I got scammed multiple times. Whenever I have great things happen, being seen, and I attract scams. And that is what happened to me, right? But did I originated ideas? No, I didn't, because my parents told me, don't be the first bird fly out of the net, because those are the one being shot, right, by the hunters. So you don't be the first bird fly out of your nest. Don't be the risk taker. So play it safe. And that was my subconscious programming. And that was what my parents taught me. And over the time, and I formed an image of Alex. Alex is, play small. Alex don't want it to be seen. Alex attract scammers when she being seen. Alex don't want it to be the risk taker. Don't want to be the first bird fly out of the nest. She wanted to be playing safe, and so that's the image that I hold of myself. And in the absence of clearly defined goals, we become strangely loyal to performing the daily trivias until we ultimately become enslaved by it. And I was enslaved by that pattern, the thought pattern that it's unsafe to be seen. It's you can only play small. And so that is my self-image at the time. And that's my paradigm. And that over the time, that was my programming when I was little. And so that same paradigm carried forward when I become an adult, and Alex still running the same pattern, still the same patterns, still the same thinking, and create the same result, right? And so that's why it's so important we learn about our mind and how it works. School gave us our valuable knowledges, but school never taught us how to change our paradigms. If we keep running the same paradigms with same patterns, the same thought patterns, you're going to create the same results. And that's what I did for the first decades of my life, right? So we need to learn how to change the paradigm. But the school system didn't teach us. We have superior knowledge, but we have inferior results. And that caused so many people frustrated and confused. And so that's why I don't want you to have this same result over and over again. What we want to do, we want you to change your results, right? We want you to change your result. That's why you are here. And in order for you to change your result, put in the chat for me, what do you need to change? What do you need to change? Right, you gotta create a new paradigm. You gotta create new paradigm. Without changing that, your result is going to have the same result, because that is your subconscious programming. And subconscious mind is so powerful. That's where your potential is. So that's why most people, we all know that majority of the human beings, we only live 90% of, only utilize 10% of our potential, and 90% of the potential being taken to the grave. And so that's why we must change our habitual way of thinking. And so that's why we need to change our paradigms. And that's why here it is. You never change the things by fighting the existing reality. In order to change something, you got to build a new model and make the existing model obsolete. And that is the key. Take a screenshot or write this down, that this is the key to change your paradigm. You don't fight the existing reality. You don't fight the existing reality that you created. You must do is to build a new model, and then you keep feeding the new model and make the existing model obsolete. That is the most effortless way of changing your reality. So So I think I'll probably just to pause there for today's lessons. And so I will to please, if you didn't take away anything today, take away this, that you gotta change your paradigm, understand how your mind works, and really start to changing the pattern that you've been running you. So you start to consciously create a new pattern that can take you to propel you to the next step in 2024. And so I'll hand over to Ren to share some amazing her amazing tricks to the tips about about technologies and also all these amazing automations that she's been helping entrepreneurs and business owners to do. Because one of that is I want you not only have the mindset, I want you guys also have the technologies, have that business strategies to go a long way with your business in 2024. So just give me a sec to allow let Ren to have that ability to share her screen. So, all right, it's all yours. Thank you.
Oh, Alex, that was just fabulous. Thank you for sharing. And the huge thing is that's why we like to put the mindset and the technology together rather than just feed strategies or feed inspiration. When we put it together, you have some real tools to have some real fun and real results. So, what I'm going to be sharing with you, and it's just a little splice today. That's how Alex and I structured it, is more mindset heavy today and get you seeing where we're going. And then tomorrow, it's going to be more on the tech part to actually see some buttons you can click and some of the behind the scenes to make these results happen for you. Okay, so what I want to share a little bit about for you all is that what we're going to do is get found on Google for free. Yay, who likes free? And the other part of it is that we can do this with ease and effortless. And just to share a little bit about myself, I'll go into it more tomorrow. Though my first business, I started at 19 years old. And I had amazing success from it because honestly, I took a Google AdWords course and I learned how to build an internet business. And so when I did that at 19, 3 years later, I was doing $500,000 in petting zoo sales, and it was fantastic. I nailed the piece. I did not nail the time freedom. I also did not, surprisingly, get my joy and the fulfillment that I thought that would happen by achieving my dreams, especially so young. And so it kind of turned everything upside down to say, holy smokes, like, what is this life? I got what I thought I wanted, and now I'm unhappy and all of this. And so that was my own growth journey. Though what I took from it was the principles that made the petting zoo work so well. I then turned, how do I do this and not build me into it? Not make it a job, not put an income cap on it. And so that's what I turned around and took the principles of running your business online and being able to have more of the financial freedom and joy behind it. And that's now what my brand is. So I have 5 online businesses that I oversee. I also oversee my clients' businesses, and I'm able to keep my joy in all of this balance and then choose where I spend time. So a lot of my time might be into my business because I know what I'm building is very monumental for the future. And so that's where sharing with you when we talk about the front page of Google. It's amazing, it's powerful, it's free. Not a lot of people will take the time to do it right. Just like they say, there's not a lot of crowds up at the top of success. Not a lot of people are doing these strategies, and they're simple, they're basic. And what I want to show you today is how Google thinks. And when you start to think of yourself as you want to be found on user experiences and how Google's brain thinks. We saw today with Alex how the human mind functions, though when we can think how the Google mind functions, that's going to do some phenomenal things. And the neat thing is that a year ago, we didn't even have the capabilities of using AI for free like we can now. So I'm teaching the same tips and strategies now. Instead of spending, say, 5 days to implement it, you could get a lot of things done in 5 minutes. So this is where using these things are going to be awesome. So let's dive in and do just a little bit of Google search before we finish off our things today, because this is your homework, is going to have some fun Google searching and starting to expand your mind, because you want to be found on front page of Google, assuming for free. So where on that front page and under what categories and which angle, that's what we're going to look at and explore. So what I want to show you too is, for those of you who don't know, I'm incognito. And so this is a way when you go to look at the internet, instead of just normally clicking your little thing where it says internet, you can click, or we can even maybe see file and see new incognito window. So it's just a different way to browse. Normally you don't need it, though why I like it for this case, if it's very handy when you want to look for search results on the internet that aren't skewed towards you. So I know the things that I normally look at, so Google's going to remember that and want to show results that are more based for me. So when you want to look at what some stranger on the internet would be viewing when they're searching, that's where this incognito comes up. So I already have an experiment that I'll talk a little bit about over here, though what I just want to show you from the basic get-go from Google when we're playing. This is how I've done this with one of my businesses. So when somebody's typing face painting in Hawaii, this is what we would call like a really targeted keyword. So I love to see how fast I can do it. And this is where it's not skewed results. So generally my business will be hitting front page with all these, and it kind of rotates through. I'm like, come on, come on. I tested it earlier. I hope I'm on page 1 as I'm going live, right? Though this is where it's good to map and see. There I am. Okay. I wasn't the top page, though there's my business. And so this is a broad keyword. So face painting Hawaii, in general, more competition. So if you're starting to think about your niche, there's these broad words, and then we go to what we would want to say more specific or targeted. And this is where your sweet spot is, especially for you just getting started on your visibility. You want to go for slightly longer words because there's less competition. And so when I go here and I say face painting Big Island, where Miss Bach, who's on our call, is from. So, so look how I rank in the second spot over there on the Big Island. And there's less competitions. And that's what I want to show you, the way that we can start to get some information just from Google is looking at the top spots. When they don't say sponsored, is a lot easier to get on the higher ranking, on like the top spot on the front page of Google. Because it's one thing to be on the front page of Google, though if you're down here, it's a lot different than if you're up here on top. So that's where we really look at, and most of the strategies you're looking, and this is where I can rank at least on the first page, kind of lower on the broader words now. Like I've been doing this for a long time, and that's where it gains over time. So this is not something that you're going to see instantly. I also just put up a Santa post recently. My Santa post isn't ranking yet. It takes about 8 months for Google to decide to trust you and want to be showing your stuff. So this is where a lot of people spend a lot of money and a lot of active energy on advertising and their paid ads or their social media content. All of that's great, though the bigger side is if you want the unlimited free traffic as well, this is where we can put some awesome things into place, and all of it's free. If you don't have a website, you can even go get a free website and start to do these tips and tricks. So there's some really fun things that we're going to dive into tomorrow. Though that was just the idea that as you start to get more specified, so once again, just to show you the difference, when I say Hawaii, do you see how the first things Well, one, it's Yelp, so that's a major company in the US, so they've got a top spot. And then like places come up. So that's another way. Like one of my clients, he's really good at ranking #1 in his maps, which is super cool, especially if you have an in-person location or if you're near an in-person location. Like for my coaching business, I generally put that as a Los Angeles because that's a bigger metropolitan area than someone who's searching for a coach in Kauai, my little island. So those are just some strategies behind things. Like Alex would be much better to, rank in Sydney than in some place that's, a smaller area. Or she can just go rank for Australia. There you go. So that's where we kind of look local. It doesn't matter whether you're online or not, though being able to rank, this is just where if it gives you a location, you can also start to rank for the maps and get your real estate on there. This is all free, so you can be utilizing things. And then this is where it pulls in social media and images. That's more of what I love to show you. I rank on some other things. Oh, here, let's see. Mental bank PDF. Usually I rank pretty well for that one. So aha, so I might not have the first top 2 spots, though my image certainly does. So there's a lot of different ways that people are seeing you and searching. So these are just some ways. So this sits on my website, though Google's going to find the image. So these are part of the ways when we put images on our website and then we put some keywords with our images. Now Google can be finding you. And then the other thing that's really fun is that we also, I want you to see, this one might not come up as much, where related search, this is really helpful for you. So when we talked about like a shorter one, like my mental bank PDF, I've been ranking for that for like 5 years or more. Though these down here, let's say if you wanted to come knock me off that spot, though if you got a longer one, see like this, then this longer one, you might be able to get a top spot and be found here faster. And so, and I just have some updates to do to make sure I have this thing, though it's not my primary focus of business. It was just an accident that mine came up. Oh, there you go. My old website, Lauren, came up and it still ranks. I've even switched that website around. This is from 2013. So 10 years of longevity. And this is for you all to see, like, when you do this right, it's only going to grow. And I have some major updates I could be doing, and then that can be overseen and getting up higher on the page. Though pretty cool. And as you can see, if you don't rank page 1, oh, there I am again. And see, this is where it's pulling my new ffj.com. That one's been a little slower to rank because I changed the URL. So Google still remembers Lauren's financial freedom journey and then versus the other one. So just some fun ideas for you to think about the writing. And then the other last thing might not come up on here as we go down is I want to just show you on this example. So this is one of my coaches, and I consulted with her to get her website on #1. So now Joanna is from here, the hottest keyword that she wants, like not even, extra keywords. She's sitting in #1 position now. And then the other spot for you all to look is where is it that people also ask? And so as we start to write the questions, this is how now Joanna can get more particular, because what I showed you on my Party Aloha and my own sites, those were super cool from a while ago. And this is what's working now. So the difference is tweaking it just slightly. And so it's making, since there's a lot more competition, you want to make sure the questions that you're answering are what people are actually Googling. So if you notice, my tweak with Joanna when she wasn't getting #1 spot is it just said joannadesonser.com/silent counseling. And I'm like, people are actually wanting to know what is silent counseling. And so when she changed her page and the name of her page to what people are really asking, now she shot up to the results. We did this with her in July of 2023. So she had a website and she's already starting to see the results by November. So that was pretty quick, and now she's enjoying it. The really cool thing, and I don't weirdly enough see it in incognito, so it might be more from another Google, though you're starting to see where AI generated results are coming up, and you might see that with Google. Well, now Joanna's the number, like, when AI is spitting out a result, it literally says Joanna Chaucer is the silent counselor teacher. Like, that's what AI is saying. So it's pulling from her high ranking website, and now she's becoming the AI suggestion. So that's where I just want to lead this to you, that as you're starting to think and look around, what are people saying in my niche? Where do I want to get found? Is the extra boost is doing this right now? AI can find you and recommend you. And so that's just something really cool. And we'll dive in more of that tomorrow. Okay, I think this is a good spot to leave it at. So basically, have some fun, do some Google searches, and pay the biggest attention to the what people also ask. And then at the very bottoms, and they kind of rotate it around, so you have to look, though I think that's where you were seeing on this one. It's the related searches. There you go. So those, depending on what you're searching for, some of them might have more related searches or more that people also ask. Though this is going to come into the core of what you're putting on your website to get found.
That's amazing. When you talk about the homework, I might also share the homework for today. So you have the mindset homework as well as your, what did I do? Okay. Okay.
Yay! Awesome.
Okay, cool. And so
Yep.
posting our Facebook group and of the successful entrepreneur mindset for Dream Warriors and your C-type goal for 2024, because we want you to be putting your attention on the 2024 goal. And so you start with, I am so happy and grateful now that. And so if you if you are not in our Facebook group yet, here's the QR code that you can scan and join our Facebook group. And here's the homework, and then also the paradigms that holding you back. I want you to identify what was your old pattern of thinking that is limiting you. And so when you start to ask the questions for yourself, and you will the answer will come to you. And one of the way that you identify is go back to your previous, the things that you feel defeated or some setbacks, and see how you handle those situations and what is actually limiting you. And then we want you to post the answers before PST 12 p.m. tomorrow. For our Australian friends, and that's 7 a.m. tomorrow, and for a chance to win the manifestation journals that my clients use to manifest extra monies, and also some business automation templates from Ren. And so want you guys to have the prizes, because we are here to give. And so I think that will conclude our today's training. Tomorrow we will have the same time. And so let me see what the price is, right? We wanted to give prizes, right? Show up live for continuous 2 days and complete all the homework for day 1, and winner will be announced tomorrow. So you don't want it to miss tomorrow. You want it to be live tomorrow, because those prizes only available for those people who show up live. And you will get manifestation journals and the business templates that we use to automate your system. I think Rose enjoyed her manifestation journal. I hope you do to have the second brand new ones, right? Yes. So I will see you again tomorrow at PST time zone 2 p.m. and Eastern time zones 5 p.m. And for my Australia friends in Sydney, and that is 9 a.m. So tomorrow we're going to go through the one that I haven't gone through, which is the moving through the fears and procrastination. And Ren is going to dive a little bit deeper into the technologies, what you can do, simple things that it's free to get your business out there, to bring more visibilities, and so that you can make 2024 a real foundational ones and real changes in 2024. So yeah, so thank you so much, each and every one of you, for being here. I think we are 6 minutes overrun, but we did amazing in squashing everything into today's content. And I hope you guys have enjoyed today's today's session. If you don't mind, please put in the chat for me, what is the biggest takeaway from today? Because what happened is when you come to events like this, you get really inspired, you get information overload. If we don't harvest that, if we don't take a moment to think, wow, what have I learned? What's the biggest takeaway for today? Then when you come out of this session, you forget. That's our human mind work. And that's why I get you guys to do the homework. Why is it so important? Because the transformation happens in the homework. So awesome. So super cool. Setting C-type goals. Yes, that's so awesome, Lori. ABC type goals. Yes, biggest takeaway, and put the time and effort to reset your mindset is so important. Answer the questions. Yeah, people actually ask online. That's a great tip, isn't it? Thank you, Anna, for sharing that. And so, because take away the different goals, yes, and getting my mindset back where it should be, so important, because that's 95% of your success. But also the tech is also important, because there are some technologies and technicalities that we need to follow in order to take our business out there to be found. Reminding me the C-type goal, Rose. Yes, Google search incognito, and I can't even pronounce that. Thank you so much, Ren, for sharing that. Some of the insight for taking your business to $500,000 when so young, and then still helping others to get to the Google page 1. Change your thinking, change your life. I love that. When will the replay up? Oh, you missed a few minutes beforehand. So I think the replay will be sent out. Probably give us an hour or maybe half an hour to get everything ready. It takes some time to upload and then read down.
So you can go into the Facebook group, and it's already live right there, so you can be watching it too.
Yes, go to the group, the Successful Entrepreneur for a Successful Entrepreneur Mindset for Dream Warriors, and that is already live in the group. And so, so there's a question.
Oh, I think I saw the question that you were probably about to read, Alex. Yeah. I saw a question about where to find the incognito. So I probably can just share it one more time so everybody sees. I'm going to share my whole desktop, so it might be oversharing. Though so you should see this thing. When I come down and I'm going to click on my internet, see how it hovers over? So normally you would just click open, right? But when I press and click, you see how it says open new window or new incognito window. So that's where one way to access it. That's how I do a lot. The other one is from the actual top and just do file. And then it works the same way, new incognito. And so you have that whether you're in Chrome or Safari, like that incognito option is around there for internet browsers.
Thank you. That's amazing. Yes, so we probably could stay for a little bit longer just in case if you have any questions. Otherwise, love to see your posting in our Facebook group about your today's homework. And the homework should be up now in our Facebook group. So if you want any reminder, so share your C-type goal and share your paradigm. And that's holding you back at this moment. And so we can do something about it tomorrow. So at the same time, to help help you guys to move through the fears, and so that you can start create a momentum that you want to create in 2024. So thank you so much. Much love to you all for showing up. And that's so amazing. Thank you.
Have fun
Thank
with your home
you.
team in the Facebook group.
That's so
Aloha.
Yay. So anyone have any questions, feel free to stay on. We will stay for probably a couple more minutes just to answer your questions, to connect with you.
Oh, we've got a hand raised. Hi, Aiden. Or is that a bye? Is that a hand raised or a bye?
It was a bye. Thank you.
Bye.
See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow.
Thanks.
That's amazing. See you guys tomorrow, same time. Oh, Isabel.
Yeah. Perfect. Bye, Linda.
Thank
So
you.
great.
Bye, Linda.
Bye, Bach.
Thank
Bye,
you for
Sue,
showing up.
Rainbow, and
Hi,
Rita.
Sally. Hi, Sue. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Yay, Isabella, how are you? Anna, Rita, so much love. Oh, hi, Mark. Oh my gosh, so awesome. Love to see, familiar faces. And Sue, how are you? Oh, Sue, thank you for sharing. I see you tomorrow. So much love to all of you. Sending you
Love
love.
you all. Okay, Alex, it looks like you got a lot of friends to go let in your group.
That will be so awesome. That is so great.
Very cool.
Oh, you just requested to join the group. Anna, thank you so much. Oh, Bernadette is driving. Oh, thank you so much for showing up. And I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Let's get the fears out of our way so we can do the thing that we really want to do. That would be so amazing. Alrighty, so if there's no further questions, we will see you tomorrow, the same time, and we will communicate back in the Facebook group. So feel free to reach out to me if you have any trouble getting into the group. I will let people in as quickly as I possibly can. Alrighty, Happy New Year! Bye bye for everybody. Bye. Bye. Oh, that's so make my heart so full and make my heart sing. Everyone's happy, having a great time. Awesome. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.